not all of my races go exactly to plan. More of that to come. My name's Azza and welcome to my channel. In this video we're going to be talking about the new seasonal events. We have New Beginnings, we also have Down for the Countdown, and I think it's called Auld Lang Syne, something like that anyway. There's 3 championships and yeah, we're going to talk about 3 cars and 3 share codes that I've got for you in the comment section down below. They're the 3 cars that you're going to see in this video, and yeah, it's just a bit of a showcase on how to make it a tiny bit easier for you going forward. So the first car I've got for you today is the Maserati Gran Turismo S. This is the 2010 model. So going into the car itself, it's a very powerful car, it's good down the straights, and it does have a lot of cornering and braking capabilities. I've tuned it so it's got the race brakes on, but it does make this championship so easy with the level of grip and power that it's got. As you've just seen in that sort of section there that I was just talking, it's got so much grip, mid-corner especially, and it makes it very easy. So we're now coming into the final sort of section of this race, and I just thought I'd showcase you a bit of the car, you know, moving from side to side, the transitions, how smooth and easy it is to get the power down. And yeah, I do recommend, guys, go and give this download, use it, and it's going to make this championship even easier than it already is. Now we move on to the most overpowered A-class car I think that's ever existed in Forza's history. This is the 2011 Hot Wheels Boneshaker. This Boneshaker is being used on the Auld Lang Syne championship event, and this Boneshaker just made it stupidly easy. I'm going to showcase quite a lot of this race because I do think this tune and this sort of build that I've got here it's still going to be good for online racing when you're on the actual tarmac. So street racings, circuit racing and things like that, this car will actually excel on there, even though it doesn't have either like Horizon slicks or racing slicks or anything like that. It does have off-roading tyres on, but don't get it twisted, this does not mean it's just predominantly good for off-road. This car is a monster when it comes to the asphalt as well. It's 4-wheel drive, it's got so much acceleration up to about 135 mile an hour, and then it just going around corners and it just grips. It's so good for A-class racing, both offline and online, and you'll find that a lot of people do use this car and this type of tune online because it's so easy to use. It's so forgiving, and as you can see here, this car's actually tuned for on-road, you know, with slightly stiffer springs that I would use for a off-roading type of vehicle, and there's no sort of huge bouncing around as you've just seen there with that jump. It absorbs the bumps really well, and could be a very good solid car to have in your garage if you haven't already purchased it. It's not too expensive to buy, and the actual upgrades as well, it's not too expensive, so it's not going to cost you millions of pounds to actually get this tune. But I do recommend, especially if you're a newbie or relatively new to the game and want to have an easier ride, shall we say, when it comes to races, get this car. It will help you so much, I guarantee. So just a bit about the event. I found this event quite fun to do actually. This car does make it relatively fun. It makes it so easy, but it makes it fun. That these AIs that run away after the first corner, I'm sure you all know what I mean. As soon as you start off the race, they're literally 3 miles up the road. This will make it so easy for you to catch them up. I don't know if you saw it in the start of this sort of clip. I just powered and gripped past everyone like they were standing still. It is truly a very good car. Looking on the storefront, there are a lot of tunes, and I'm going to be honest, I have tried a few of them. Some of them are horrific in a sense of how it grips and things like that. It's just poorly set up, and you need to make sure that you get a right tune. I'm not saying mine's going to be amazing. All I'm saying is that make sure you get the right tune, because there's a lot of tunes on there that aren't tuned properly. But I've tuned mine as fairly well as I could. You know, I wanted it to be a very easy car for everyone to just hop in and drive, and I do think that I've kind of come out with that. So As always guys, I'm sure you will always let me know, like you always do, in the comments whether this car was good or not for you. Now, we hop into the third and final car. This is the Land Rover 1997 Defender 90. I used this Land Rover for the series Down for the Countdown, and let me just tell you, this series was so frustrating. I don't know what it is about these lower class off-roading events. I just can't do them. I just can't, well, I can obviously do them. I just find it very difficult to find a car that's like the Boneshaker, you know, that's so good. The Maserati, again, so good. With this, I don't know if it's just a more balanced out event or what, but I genuinely do struggle sometimes on, especially off-roading one. It's a different type of racing, but as you can see, this car is tuned quite well. Caught first place up so quickly around that one corner. It does lack power for some bizarre reason. It's got a lot of power, it doesn't weigh too much compared to the other cars. Here's the clip from earlier. Talk about a recovery though. I do struggle with these events. I don't know what it is, and I'm sure some of you guys will actually struggle with it too. Like I say, I think it's just a more well balanced out sort of event. Whether they focus more off-road than they do on-road, I don't know, but or I might just be bad. It's probably the latter. This car was quite good. It was quite bumpy at first, so I did alter the tune, and I've the new tune that I've done is in the comment section for you down below. And yeah, if you do struggle with this on, guys, I do apologise. I struggled with it too. So lads, I'm going to wrap things up here. I hope you did thoroughly enjoy it if you got this far. As always guys, please take care of yourselves and stay tuned for more.